Hello guys, so today we're going to have a go at drawing the yellow submarine. So some of you may know the yellow submarine already, you may have seen it. This is what it looks like. It was on an album cover for the Beatles a long time ago in the 60s, so probably your mums and dads know what it is if you don't, but I just love it. I think it's such a cool image and I'm sure you guys will really enjoy drawing such a nice colourful submarine. So I'm going to do it in the original colours that were on this original yellow submarine poster. But you could do it in your own colours if you like. You could even turn it into a pink submarine or a rainbow coloured submarine. Now I've got my materials ready in the colours I need. I have my paper chase markers here in some reds and blues and pinks for the detailed areas. And then I'm actually going to use yellow food colouring to just do the yellow areas. Now, the yellow submarine actually has two kinds of shades of yellow, a really bright yellow and a darker yellow. So in this dish, I have a bit of yellow food colouring that has only a tiny drop of water in it, so it's very dark. And over in this dish, I have food colouring mixed with a lot more water, so it's really light. So I've just been testing them on a paper first to make sure that I have the right colours. So this is the one with a lot of water in it, and this is the one with hardly any water at all. So you can just use the same colour to achieve many different shades. So I'm going to set the timer and we will begin. Alexa, set the timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
So we want to use the whole page. So if this was, say, halfway, we're going to go a little bit higher, so maybe 2/3 of the way up, and make the line for the top of our submarine. Now we're going to come down in steps and then round off the edge there where it's sort of the nose of the submarine is. So we're going to step down once, twice, and then round off. Now we're going to go down a little bit lower on the back. We're going to start stepping down again, and lower down we're going to go all the way along flat and then up in a nice curve, and this is going to become the tail fin of the submarine. Okay, now let's go back to his nose. We're going to go down, take another little step, and then this is the belly of the submarine. It's quite deep, low down, and then as we get to about this stage again, we're going to go up for one step and then up for another step, and that's where our propeller is going to live. Now I'm not going to outline that yet because we're not quite finished, so we're going to go in like a capital D shape from the fin at the end and make a sort of a little wavy pattern at the end. Now that's the shape of the little fin, and we'll make a double line to go around there so he's got a little bit of a gap. Now it's a bit messy in my pencil, but I'm going to erase this afterwards. Now over here, this little stepped bit, we're going to add a small little notch coming out with a circle on the end, and we're going to have a teardrop shape or like a petal shape going up and the same kind of shape going down. This is our propeller. Okay, now let's look at this flat part of the back. About halfway, no, not quite halfway, more than halfway along. So we're getting close to where the little cabin is. We're going to go down and we're going to make this kind of dividing line. It's going to go along, then up a step, and then it's going to join up with the nose. We're trying to keep all of our lines nice and flowy. If yours is in a slightly different place, it doesn't matter too much. Now here where we have this step coming up from his belly, we're just going to continue that up and join that up with our other line. Okay, now we need 4 windows. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to have 4 windows up here. Now I've realised I've not left as much space, so I'm actually just going to shrink my windows. 2, 3, 4, make them a bit smaller. Now we need a sort of oval shape at the end. And then there are a couple of little compartments coming in here. So let's go up a sort of a rounded rectangle shape, and then a lower rectangle shape over here. And then we have another rectangle shape coming in, down from the tail over there. Okay, now this is the window, so let's look at the top part here. We're going to come in Go all the way around, like so. And the last bit of detail we have on here is a sort of an arch shape, which is almost like a rainbow. It's got 1, 2, 3 colours. So there's 3 arches, and then it's sort of got these petals that go all the way around the edge. Now, if you don't have colours, you could just keep this as a drawing with your pencil. Over here, we're going to do a little railing. It follows along the top and then comes down. It's got a nice curve shape at the end. And then 1, do a double line for each, 2, 3, 4, 5 little railings holding it up. And let's make that a double edge. Now, the last thing is there are 4 funnels. So we need 4 little circles or sort of ovals. Let's have 1 tall one, 1 a bit shorter, 1 a bit shorter still, and 1 much lower down. Now we're going to start with the lower ones, and we're going to take our pencil from the top of the circle down and from the bottom of the circle down. Now the next highest one up, doing the same thing. Top of the circle, bottom of the circle, and in this way we're making these little funnels. Next highest, they're sort of tucking behind, and then the highest one of all. There we go. So that's the basic outline. It's not exactly perfect, but I think it's good enough. And we're going to start adding some colour. I'm pretty sure our 5-minute timer will be up in a minute, but let's just see how much we can add now. Now I'm using these really bright marker pens because the Yellow Submarine was... Oh, Alexa, stop the timer. The Yellow Submarine was full of all these lovely bright colours. So I'm just continuing to add some colour in the details and outlining here in these marker pens, which, as I said, are not water soluble. I'm following the colours of the Yellow Submarine from the original, but you don't have to do that. You can use any kind of colour scheme you like. You know, why not add extra rainbows or extra windows, or maybe you just want to have 1 or 2 windows. Or maybe you want to have a double propeller on the end of yours. You can jazz it up any which way you like. So I just wanted to challenge myself and see if I could make it look fairly like the original. Now I'm just adding a little bit of the food colouring mixed with water. As you can see, I have my 2 shades there of different yellows. And now I am adding some of the patterns in the background that so often used to be seen with the Yellow Submarine posters and artwork in the 1960s. So I've got a big kind of splashy pattern coming out here, some wavy patterns, some sort of starburst lines. You could use any of these kind of patterns to add a bit of detail in your background if you have the time. Now I'm just filling in these areas with more food colouring and some watercolour inks. My red and my yellow are just food colouring, and my other colours are watercolour inks, just because I don't have all of those colours of food colouring. But you could just do this whole thing with food colouring if that's all you have. So I'm making sure to fill them all in so that the only white that is going to be left here is actually the white details on the submarine itself. As I said, if you don't have time, you could just do the submarine. I just decided to spend a little bit longer and really fill in that background. As you can see, food colouring is a really good choice because it's so bright and it really gives a uniform colour, and it really looks really cool when it's finished. It gives a really cool pop. So this is the finished submarine. I hope you like it. Okay, so we're going to have a quick look at some great artworks that have been coming to me today. This is a rainbow lion by Simone, a science lab from Aaron, and this beautiful strawberry is by Simone too. Alice has been trying some test tubes out. She's even got some goggles in there, and that's her juicy strawberry, and I think that's a lovely fruit bowl next to it too, Alice. Mika has been working on a sea scene over here, and also he's done his strawberry. Alice and her brother Sam both have done lots of bacteria in Petri dishes. This is some shaving foam art following one of my other tutorials. And this was Jack. This is a beautiful lion. I think this was Simone too. I know this was Jack. This is a prince or a princess by Simone. And some lovely baking soda fizzy art from one of my other tutorials. This is by siblings Ake, Saga and Root. And we have some more artwork from Jack. This is his robot and he's been practicing his bubble writing. You guys have been so busy. Keep it up.